Alright, so the Black Friday events are officially here. It's the time of the year that free-to-play players and whales alike wait for. So we're going to take a look at the events this time around and see if they're even better than last year. So 2022 Black Friday events. As you can see right here, if you log in for the next 6 days, and you do all of these events, which are really easy. Just use energy, play world boss, participate in timeline. You don't even have to win. You're gonna get 50 tokens per day, up to a maximum of 300 tokens. 250 of them would allow you to pick up a free tier 3 character to go along with the fact that they gave out a free transcended character. So they're keeping the trend alive. This is really good. So you're getting 2 characters almost at their maximum potential, depending on which character you choose, right? So that's pretty good. Uniforms are 50% off. I made a list of the uniforms that you need a couple hours ago, so check out that video if you want my opinion on it. We have a 30% discount on all of the crystal characters. Unfortunately, Sabretooth, Iceman, not really worth anything right now. Emma Frost is really good if you pick up her uniform and her artifact. Mystique is a support, so she's pretty good. Blue Dragon is tier 4, so she's pretty decent for World Boss, and she's pretty good for Alliance Conquest, but not really a character that you need. Adam Warlock is toxic as ever, so if you pick him up and pick up his uniform, you're gonna have yourself a little bit of toxic action for PvP. Silver Surfer, definitely not worth purchasing because of the fact that you can get him for free. You can also pick up Dormammu and Odin, but these guys are currently not worth anything. So in my opinion, I would skip over them unless you have crystals just to burn. Now, for any of you guys who are itching to do a little bit of gambling, that's gonna start tomorrow. There's gonna be a 40% discount. So if you're trying to get cards or CTPs or maybe even artifacts, don't worry, you're gonna be able to get your gamble on tomorrow at reset. So good luck to all of you guys. Next up, we have the 50% bonus crystal event, where basically for every dollar that you spend, you get 50% more crystals. So this is the time if you're trying to stock up on crystals for the next 6 months. This is the time to go in if you are a big blubbery whale, or if you don't have much to spend on the game. Crystals is probably your best bet, okay? Because the packs themselves for the materials and the crystals, those ones are a little bit more pricey. So if you only have like maybe 30 bucks to spend on the game, getting almost 5,500 crystals for 30 bucks is a pretty good deal, as opposed to some of the other packages for 30 bucks. Anyways, moving on, we have a crystal spending event. So if you're waiting to buy, I don't know, a deluxe package or some uniforms, obviously now is the best time. There's going to be a discount to remove CTPs, Otis Blessings, cards, etc. And that is going to be applied from reset today until the 30th. So 50% discount there. There's also a 50% discount to unlock World Boss challenges. I wasn't expecting this one, to be honest with you, but I'm happy with it. I think they should have 5x this one. It's about damn time they do that. But unfortunately, it's still 3x the chance of getting a brilliant CTP. I will not be playing with this because, yeah, I don't think it's worth it personally. Next up, we have a loyalty event, which is mad, okay? Basically, if you spend $1,000 on the game during Black Friday, which is a lot of money, right, you get quite a bit of stuff. Obviously, the loyalty stuff is just in addition to what you'll be buying for $1,000, okay? So you spend $1,000 on a bunch of other stuff in the game, which $1,000 will get you a lot right now, okay? But in addition to that, you're gonna get 4 Odin's Blessings, a 4-star artifact selector. However, it's a Black Friday selector, so I'm not too sure what's in there yet. We're gonna have to check that out. You're gonna get a couple random 4 to 6-star artifacts. You're gonna get a mighty CTP chest, which is just random, which I think is dumb. This should have been a selector. There's a brilliant chest here, but again, this is random, so that's kind of dumb. This should have been a selector for $1,000. I know you're not spending $1,000 specifically for this item. It's just you spend $1,000 and you get all of these stuff as bonus. $1,000 is going to get you a lot of other things in addition to this, right? But for comic cards, premium comic cards, pretty good if you ask me. This was not here last year based on my recollection, so that's pretty good. The only thing that is really annoying about this is not only is the chest random, but they don't even include a Reforged Rage. So no Mighty Rage, no Brilliant Rage. That's dumb. Next up, as you can see right here, we have the token shop. So basically you spend money on the game and you're gonna get these Black Friday tokens. For the most part, it's $1 per token, unless you're buying like specific packages. You can get a little bit more, but you can get a premium card selector, you can get a CTP selector, 2 artifact selectors, 5 and 6. You can also get this Black Panther Wakanda Forever theme, which is kind of annoying since they didn't even give Black Panther tier 4 or a uniform, so it's kind of annoying to see them monetizing Black Panther while not giving him anything. It's annoying actually, right? They're monetizing his likeness without even giving us what we actually wanted for the character. There's also a random chest where you can gamble with your paid tokens for a chance of getting 5 and 6 star artifacts. I don't know who would do that. There's also a chance to get CTPs and cards out of this thing. Me personally, I would not use my paid tokens on this. I would just go for the guaranteed stuff. That's just me, but whales will be whales. If they have extra tokens, they'll do what they do, man. Next up, we have the secret shop. I've been waiting to see what they do for the secret shop, and I said I wanted to see tier 4 materials in here. I wish they had allowed us to get tier 4 materials for a little bit of a cheaper price, because they notice for black antimatter and stuff, it starts off at 200, then 400, then 600, right? However, for the tier 4 material, as we go down here, it starts off at 600, then 700, then 1100, right? I wish they had included a couple lower tiers, but what are they gonna do? Sell 10, you know? So basically, looking at this, since you can only purchase these once, you can get a maximum of about 3,000 Carbonadium, 3,000 Soul of the Faltine, and 3,000 Life Seed, which you shouldn't be buying Life Seed, because Life Seed you don't really use that much, especially for free-to-play players. If you're going to try and play this bingo, don't buy Life Seed, because Life Seed you're going to have so much because you don't really tier 4 characters that often. Carbonadium is the big one that a lot of people are going to need, especially if you're a whale. Like if you're a whale, you're going to have a lot of Soul of the Faltines, but if you're a free-to-play player or a low spender, you might need both depending. But yeah, back to my original point. Basically, you can get about 3,000 of whatever you want from this, but it's gonna cost you about 12,000 crystals. So you can do the math, and if that's okay for you, then go for it. If you want to complete this thing as cheap as possible, then obviously you want to look for like card crafting cubes and buy those when those are in the shop. As you can see, the reforging and the crafting cubes are the cheapest things to buy. So you buy these and you can complete the bingo squares for about 25,000 crystals. If you just be patient and you buy stuff that costs 50 crystals, 260 crystals, 450 crystals, and just wait every 30 minutes, do it that way, you can complete the bingo. And obviously completing the bingo is going to give you some pretty good rewards. So as you can see, these stuff pretty good. The Odin's Blessings, probably the best thing you could get here, because we don't really get characters that often. So 6-star mega rank up ticket has some value, but not that much. 6-star mythic card, you can get that from story. The mythic uniform ticket might be valuable to some of you guys, but I have so many of them right now, so I don't really need more. However, as you can see, there's a CTP selector, a 5-star artifact selector, a mighty CTP selector, a brilliant CTP selector. However, once again, they decided to leave out the rage from this. Okay, so it's annoying, but what we gonna do about it? Next up, we have the Black Friday crystal package. Usually these are pretty bad, but this is actually not that bad. Not only do you get the Black Friday tokens, but you also get a whole tier 3 character for 9,000 crystal. This is a whale package, but if you're free to play and you missed out on a specific tier 3 and you wanted to get them for 9,000 crystals, you could do that. However, maybe you just want a tier 3 ticket. 6,000 crystals for a tier 3 ticket? That's pretty good. Next up, we have the Black Friday anniversary package. This one right here is actually pretty pricey, but for $200, you're looking at a CTP selector, a 5-star artifact, a chance of getting the premium art book cards, which I guess the all new, all different one is the one that most people would be after, or just to complete the set for the extra attack stats. And then you get 200 of these Black Friday tokens that you can then use in the shop. However, you will need another 50 to pick up the 5-star artifact from here. So you'd have to spend $250 if you wanted to get a second 5-star artifact. Next thing we have on here is the Black Friday tier 3 selector and the Black Friday transcended character selector. Basically, if you don't want to spend your crystals, you can spend a little bit of cash. $50 for a transcended character or a tier 3 character is a pretty good deal. And the list is actually quite extensive If you guys want me to go through the best characters for these at different time, I could definitely do that. But $50 for a transcended character or tier 3 is pretty good. Next up, we have the Black Friday gift box. This is an easy pass for me personally. There's nothing exciting in here. You literally just be buying this for the crystal and the Black Friday token to then use in the shop. We also have the Black Friday comic card collection pack, which gives you access to a couple different comic card collections for $50. This one right here, the Monsters Unleashed set, is a pretty good set to complete because it gives you some extra all attack. So you're gonna get all of the Monsters Unleashed cards, which are actually pretty decent cards. And then we also have a random premium card in a box here. The other ones include a specific card though, so if you're chasing a specific card. So right here we have the Cable card. The next one right here has the Spider-Man card, so if you're looking for that, easy to complete with this thing. The next one has the Gwenpool card, and then the last one right here includes the Scarlet Witch card. The only one I would say it's worth going for, unless you're chasing a specific card and you don't want to gamble tomorrow for crystals, is probably the Monsters Unleashed card. But you get these from just gambling all the time, so you might just want to skip over this and just gamble tomorrow. It's up to you. They should have found a way to incorporate the White Fox, Luna Snow, and the Guardians of the Galaxy cards. Maybe those are still coming. Maybe there's a second half to this. I have no idea, but they should have included those cards because those are the ones that people really want to chase for, but maybe they want to leave some for you to chase, right? They don't want to put everything here for you to just select what you want and then not gamble tomorrow. Next up, we have the Black Friday contribution heroes. These characters are super rare. It would have been nice to see them slash the price since tier 2 characters aren't really that valuable anymore. The fact that you can buy a whole ass tier 3 character for 6,000 crystals, buying a tier 2 character even though they're super rare for 4,500 just doesn't feel right. Okay, it just does not feel right because you can't really do much outside of Shadowland with a tier 2 character these days. So they should have put this on like a 30% discount or something, you know. But in my opinion, if you're playing the game long enough, you will get access to these bios. Okay, so we have a CTP Reforging core pack, we have card crafting cubes and stuff, but this year they actually made this thing a little bit more interesting. So they still did the Reforge Energy, the Reforge Regen, the Reforge Authority, the Reforge Judgment. They did not include Reforge Rage. Unfortunately, we have Greed as well. But right here at the very bottom, I don't remember this one from last year. Okay, you spend $100 and you get 4 comic card boxes. 4 for $100, that's basically $25 a pop. That's not too bad, all things considered. I don't remember seeing this one last year. Comment and let me know if you were playing last year, if you remember seeing this one. I can't believe these guys are trying to sell Awakened ISOs. $30 for 6 Awakened ISOs, 3 million gold, and 1,500 crystals. Whoever buys this, bro, you are down horrendously because you can get this shit from story like so frequently too. They're even selling type enhancement. Do not buy this, bro. $50? $50. No, this is really rare. I ain't gonna hold you. This is really rare. But man, you get so many of these type enhancement tickets from story. Sure, it's not a 6. You don't get 6s that frequently. Maybe once every 2 months you'll see a 6. And it's not even a mega 6. Sometimes it's just a regular 6. But damn, bro, $50? I'll pass. They have a Black Friday relay for crystals. This is more aimed towards people who don't spend cash and just want to spend crystals. That's an easy pass. Don't get it in my opinion. They also have an Odin's Blessing pack that you can buy 3 times. So you can get 18 Odin's Blessings for $150. This is geared towards whales like ABX players who want to max out their characters with 20 Odin's Blessings. This is actually really good considering how they usually market Odin's Blessings, okay? It's usually way more expensive to get 18 Odin's Blessings. So if you're trying to max out some characters, give them at least 12 Odin's Blessings. This is not a bad thing to pick up, man. It's a selector too for each of these Odins, so you can get whichever ones you want. So one of the most expensive things they have on sale right now is the Black Friday 6-step relay pack. And this one is actually pretty good once you get to step 5. You know, everything up to step 5 is basically just for new players. And I would say if you're a whale buying this thing, none of the things in the first 4 steps is really something you're spending money for. You're realistically just spending to get to step 5 so you can get this advanced potential transcended ticket so you can use it on whoever you want to transcend to catch up, or maybe you need a couple extra books. But more specifically, what most whales are after is this premium comic card selector. You can usually only get it here, or you can spend $700 and get it from the shop, or you can get both. You can spend $700 by spending $200 and something here, almost $300 here, getting this one, and then spending another $300 somewhere else. So if you're trying to get a specific art book card, one of the Korean cards if you will, to complete your set, or just any card in general, this right here is a good pickup. In addition to that, you get a 6-star artifact selector. I purchased this last year. It's one of the most expensive packs, $300, but for $300, you're getting 2 of the rarest items in the game, the artifact selector and a premium comic card selector. In addition to that, you're getting 150 tokens there, another 100 tokens there, so you're up 250 tokens right off the bat there. Another 50 here, that's 300. Right here you have 30, then you have 10. However, most whales spending that much aren't gonna just stop at 295. They'll probably spend even more and then pick up the second premium comic card selector here. But I don't know if it's worth it to go that deep. $700 for an additional premium comic card selector. However, keep in mind, while you're spending money on the other packs, this loyalty reward thing is still being filled up. So if you do spend $295 on the game, you will get everything leading up to this. So you'll get the Odin's blessings and all this stuff. And if you do go all the way up to $700 to get the premium comic card, you'll get all of these. But then if you go that far, the game is like, come on, what's an extra $300? Boom, brilliant CTP. But you have no choice which one you get, which I think is dumb, because anybody who's spending $1,000 on this game in a 5-day span deserves to get a brilliant CTP selector. I don't care what anybody says, bro. Like, that's some loyalty right there.